Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. I'm ready to get my emotional ass handed to me. Good thing we're watching Arcane Season 2, Episode 7, Pretend Like It's the First Time. Full disclosure, if you've seen my reaction to Episode 6, you know that it didn't go very well for me. I absolutely love this story, but apparently my mental health and heart do not. Friends, final act of an incredible tale. Let's do it justice. Before we get started, if you could help me out and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time we go live with any of our sci-fi content. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you all would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to conclude the fantastic tale that is Arcane, Season 2, Episode 7, Pretend Like It's the First Time. Chills already. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Friends, let's hope for something good, something bright, just something. I am ready and not ready for this. I think I'm appropriately scared for this. What do we got? Echo. Look at you, buddy.
You're beyond help. Did you just throw that?
Stay back!
What the hell is going on?
What in the seven sumps is all this racket? Oi, one of those days, huh?
What is going on?
Oh,
Ah.
what's gotten into him?
Is it showing them what they... Oh my god. Oh, I mean, what was I just talking about? I'm gonna watch this because people have said there's been things that have been changing and I might be missing them. Oh my god, what was I just saying about emotional beats? And they're just like, oh, we'll just go ahead and hit you with this. This music is otherworldly. Whoever picked this, the musical director, you have my eternal praise. The music in this has been every bit as good as the animation. Oh my god, what is going on? And they're older, everybody's grayer. Or the age they would have been. Oh, Jesus God almighty.
Hey, Space Boy. I'm not talking to myself over here.
Music goes to the jukebox.
We'll work out the kinks. I've got you.
Ooh.
Citizens sans royalty. My liege.
Oh my god, man, what are they doing to me?
They hardly grow. They're nowhere near robust enough to purify all the air down here. And we've tried cultivating the soil, infusing the water.
She was one of the jinxers, I think. Look at Clagger. Jesus, Echo, if there's a way for you to stay here, dude. What are we in? 5 minutes? This is insanity. Heimerdinger. What has it done to him? Where does it put him? It's not the future, it's an alternate version of the present, right?
It seems the anomaly which dislodged us from our proverbial reality.
Oh, it's really Heimerdinger.
How long have you been here?
1,128 days, 6 hours, and 20 minutes, give or take.
Oh, no.
Oh, it isn't all bad. I've been able to accomplish wonderful things in this world. Give it time to settle. This place will grow on you, you'll see.
I have people back home who need me. We don't belong here.
And yet, we can't leave.
I'm gonna find a way back.
Should you, Echo? This is Jace, but nope, it's Jace right after. No beard, no long hair, no brace on his leg, none of that shit in his arms, I bet. So Heimerdinger must have went through easier because he got there. Oh no, but what world is Jace in? Hex tech failed. Can't lift it now.
Hello? Is anyone out there?
I did not expect this. I did not expect this.
Who's there?
The wizard.
You. Did you bring me here? Where are we?
Is the wizard gonna end up being Victor? Amazing. Amazing shot. So he's going to be in some type of like apocalyptic future or present where everybody else is in like the best timeline, I'm guessing, right?
It can't be.
Oh my God.
Sorry, sis. Someone's wigging out over his project and having an identity crisis again.
Vi died?
Dead? How?
That's not funny, Echo.
How? No. We need to know.
You gave us the tip. We went on that job because of you.
The job. That's why there's no hex tech here.
Echo. I mean... We're going to see all these people alive. We're going to see Isha, I bet. Oh my God. Oh, wow, this is rough. Oh my God, we're going to see Silco. We're going to see everybody. We're going to see Grayson, maybe. Marcus.
Stay for a dance, right when the war quiets down.
He's going to find out what happened, and that's why he came back and killed Victor. Because Victor was the cause. He thinks Victor was the cause of the apocalypse.
What you can.
Is that Heimerdinger's VO singing that?
Wait till your brothers and your sisters see where you've been.
This fucking show, man.
This ain't goodbye no more. It just began.
Oh my God. That was the change. Oh my God.
Go and make some mistakes. You live and you learn.
Did the hex gate blow?
Gears, my friend.
But there's no one down here, is there?
Let 'em turn.
This is insanity. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't imagine walking through this hell. See children blasted like that. Jesus God almighty. I mean, no wonder Jace did it if he thinks that Victor caused this. Oh my God. What the? What a camera. What a shot. There is no camera. Holy shit.
Inconceivable.
So you'll help me?
He doesn't want to.
You said I was your pupil. I need a professor. Better yet, a partner.
Can't run the risk of destroying this world, man.
How could I forsake a brilliant lad in need? Again.
Again. Oh, wow. Jesus, man. Get your shit together. There's the leg brace. Jesus, you are so lucky to be alive, Jace. What are you doing, bud? You gonna help out here or what? It's infected with the Arcane. It looks like that colored shit, right?
I was trying to create magic.
It's your time now, Jace.
Oh my god. God, don't fall again. That's the end of you, buddy. How did he survive that fall? Oh my god. So everything seems to be contaminated with whatever was surrounding the hex core at the gate. If that was a hex core, I assume. The anomaly is what they were calling it, but...
I had this dream where things went another way.
She looks so badass.
Huh. So old.
But I was strong because she was afraid. Well, her fear of losing us is what made her fight so hard.
You were different in my dream, too.
Oh yeah, Buster? Is that what this is about? You want me to change?
No.
Oh my god.
I can't shake the feeling that that's who you're supposed to be.
Things are good. Echo, I like my life.
Sometimes taking a leap forward means leaving a few things behind.
You're a real mystery, aren't you, mister?
I'm very torn here. I almost want Echo and Heimerdinger to just stay there. Stay there and stay safe. I mean, if that's the only happiness that we can get from all this, these are the three that I've wanted, with Jace included. Jesus. I would have loved to have seen all four of them, and Victor, all five of them, I guess. I keep adding people. The things they could have come up with. They could have saved the world. Maybe they will. Just don't destroy this one. This is the only thing that looks good. Is there a Victor and a Jace in this world? There should be, right? I don't like the idea that their lot in life was to, like, you're not who you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be effing miserable. I am very torn about this. If this group had designed the hex gate, the hex core, this is what it would have looked like.
No, I didn't.
It's a few seconds back.
I was playing with inversions on Jace's acceleration room.
How far did you go?
I don't know, a second?
Try going back further.
So what are you gonna do? Go back and save Vi and set everything in motion? I mean, if you go back too far, you won't have the device, right? And why is it just incorporating him?
That's so 4. The limit is 4 seconds.
Are you certain, my boy? What were the indicators?
You blew up.
It's me. It's 4 seconds.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
I think I might know how to give it a boost.
You better be real careful, Heimerdinger, since your ass is on the line here.
And what's the point of a device like this if you don't enjoy the time you have?
I have never trusted Heimerdinger. Oh, shit. I need to stop. Everything's floating. This is the hex gate. How are you going to find out what happened? I don't get it. There's nothing here to tell you. A lot of music in this one.
She said something about making an entrance.
Ah, she does love a spectacle, eh?
Watch her come in looking like Jinx.
You've always meant the world to me, Benzo.
Oh. Well, you,
You're a brave son of a bitch, Benzo.
You.
Didn't think I'd miss your big day, did you?
But he's still...
Greatest thing we can do in life is find the power to forgive.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
La pire des bénédictions, la plus belle des malédictions.
Echo, just stay, buddy.
Plutôt qu'être seul, mieux vaut être mal accompagné.
Oh, dude, just stay, man.
Sois près de tes amis les plus chers, mais aussi.
Look at this, man.
Le pire, c'est toi et moi.
Echo, they're all alive, bud. Everybody's okay. Everybody's happy. There's no war, man.
Some night.
All those people you wanted to keep safe, they're safe, dude.
Where'd you learn those moves?
I was just following your lead.
Look at this.
I used to dream the Undercity could be like this. But somewhere, I got consumed by all the ways it wasn't.
Oh my god.
Gave up on you.
I've never seen you give up on anything, Echo.
Dude, stay, man.
You ever wish you could just stay in one moment?
You can.
Can we just pretend like it's the first time?
Oh my god, the music. This is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. This is one of the greatest shows and stories I've ever seen in my life. Is that his body? Is that his hammer? Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? Oh my god.
You're just in time. This is a big upgrade. Just a moment.
It's a big upgrade. No, Heimerdinger, then you stay, dude. Somebody stay. Don't leave that place. Be selfish. Live.
It doesn't have to go this way, right? Just tell me there's a chance.
Here we go. Oh my god. Inside, they're themselves inside the filament. Dude, you don't even know if this is your world, man.
I must say that since I've met you, lad, I've truly lived.
What?
Back in a week.
No!
Turn it off and stay. They're all alive, man. Heimerdinger's gonna get torn apart. Doc Brown in this shit. Can she see him?
Powder?
Oh, thank God. At least his doppel's still alive. Nah, they always give us an epilogue. I know not to fall for this shit. Oh my God, there's a music box in it. She still has all of them. Oh, shit. She still has all of them. All right, everybody, we just got done watching Arcane Season 2, Episode 7, Pretend Like It's the First Time. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just got done watching the 7th episode of the 2nd season and final season of Arcane, Pretend Like It's the First Time. Friends, I mean, full disclosure here. I mean, I might probably said it a million times during the reaction, but the Echo should have stayed. I will, unless, I mean, again, we have to see how obviously how it plays out, but I wanted a measure of happiness for everybody, and this is way more than that. Now, yes, is Vi dead? Absolutely. I mean, but I mean, if we're doing the good of the many outweighs the needs of the few, I mean, this is, you've got everybody else is alive. Milo, Clagger. I mean, we can go through everybody. Really, everyone that we've seen die are alive. with the exception of Vi and Powder's mom and dad. That happened in flashback before the events of episode 1, season 1. Anybody since episode 1, season 1 that's passed away, it looks like they're still alive. I mean, that's crazy. You know what? I'm going to have to go back and watch this episode because I know that in the background, I'm sure there are plenty, like a Savika somewhere, like, did I miss her? I mean, it blows my mind. It's an incredible testament to the storytelling in this, that they can show us the best timeline, the happy ending. Now, again, I mean, there's the arguments to be made that this isn't the best timeline because Vi is dead. And I mean, I completely understand that, and I would absolutely hear any argument for that. My argument for Echo and Heimerdinger staying was, like Heimerdinger said, I've been able to do so much good here. You know, you just give it a chance to, get used to it. I mean, there's an argument to be made that our Echo is taking the place of their Echo in that timeline. Yes, absolutely. I can see that that's a robbery and he couldn't stay there. But, I really don't think that Echo had any idea that he had taken over somebody. It was more like he had just became aware of that person because he was getting flashes of what his, I guess, alt self had done, when he was walking with Powder. It seemed that way anyway. It seemed like he was getting flashes of things that had occurred, that he wasn't, memories that weren't really his. I mean, it's an exceptional episode. Is it an old trope, the one to see like the alternate version of things, mirror, mirror, things like that? Sure, yeah, but this one was done in an almost opposite way. Normally, whenever you see like events of things to come, it's like Jace's version, like, oh my God, everything's destroyed and, it's awful. How can we change that from happening? Terminator 2, where, Judgment Day, how can we keep Judgment Day from happening? It's never really like, oh my God, the look of the future, it's perfect. We don't have to change anything. It's going to be awesome. Nope. This is the one thing where it looked like the one major event change was Vi dying at the explosion or the attempted robbery, and then or the actual robbery, since Powder did walk away with those gemstones, or the hex stones. And I mean, it's I don't know, it's just Echo should have stayed. I mean, I don't really know how other to put that, because I want a measure of happiness for everybody, and that seems to have been it. Now, they deliberately didn't show us anything that had happened after the events of episode 6, after the fall of Victor and the fall of the commune, the death of Vander, the death of Isha. I mean, it didn't show us anything. We don't know what happened to, real Vi, real Caitlyn, real Powder, Jinx. We don't know anything that's kind of been built off of that from that point forward. So here's the thing. Let's look at Echo. We've looked at Echo. Echo's version of how everything went down, seems to be as good as it could possibly get. You know what I mean? Everybody seemed happy. They were working towards something. They were working on things that they wanted to. I mean, you even had Clagger talking about, how it seems like they were like working on the air quality, having like the fish, like eat the fisher stuff, like trying to get the gases, like, I guess, mitigated or whatnot. Everybody was working towards a betterment of both the lanes and Piltover in general. It didn't seem like there was any type of like enforcer. I mean, there was no Silco crime lord. Everybody seemed to be playing, there was no, you didn't see Grayson and like, Vander talking about how to keep everything in line. There was none of that. That seemed to have been completely mitigated to the point where we no longer have any type of conflict between the two, even if they're considered, two separate places. Now, it might be just Piltover, And I mean, with the Innovators competition, to me makes it sound like, hey, everybody, bring your inventions, you enter this competition, and if you get awarded, then maybe you can go to university and blah, blah, blah. Everything about it seemed like it was what, honestly, it seemed like what Vander and Silco always wanted. They always wanted the lanes to be a part of Piltover, to be equals, to be, the children of Zon, or, the nation of Zon. It seemed like the wish had been granted. Everything was the way that there was no strife, there was no animosity, there was no tension between people other than, maybe like love or sexual tension between a couple people. No, but just to see like Milo and Clagger alive, see Clagger like this 20 something, Milo with his little like mustache and everything. I mean, it was just, everybody seemed happy. And I mean, it was like our glimpse of heaven. A glimpse of heaven is what we were given there. Let's cut over to Jace now. There's our glimpse of hell. Now, Jace has been basically cast in purgatory as he waited for his leg to heal, and he was living off whatever rodents were around there, and very apparently being infected with whatever the anomaly arcane crap was that's everywhere. And I mean, I don't know if we're supposed to take that like mentally altered him. I don't know about that though. I don't know if he's been like, it makes it sound like whenever he came back, it made it sound like he was talking to somebody when he came back in like episode 6. It made it sound like he was like conversing with somebody. I won't let you down and blah, blah, blah. To our knowledge, the mage, wizard, whatever you want to call them, they didn't do anything. They didn't say anything. The creatives didn't give us, the audience, the idea that they were showing Jace something that we couldn't see. You know, it wasn't like, you know, there was like light flashing in his eyes. He's like, I see it all. I understand. We didn't get anything like that. We didn't get we didn't get any acknowledgement that Jace was receiving instructions from the wizard. Like, I understand what I have to do. You know, yes. Like there's a conversation that was one-sided that we couldn't hear. It was Jace basically just saying like, I won't let it happen. I won't let the hex gate blow up. You know, I'm going to take care of everything. And now I don't know if when he went back, and Sallow was there pulling out, I'm assuming, like some type of core function of the hex gate. There's big tubes and whatnot. And I mean, it could have easily been, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was like byproduct, like, you know, like arcane shit that they were pulling out and he was using like from the hex gate. I don't know that. But I mean, it was enough to kill Sallow for it. He killed him. And so I guess he assumed at that point that because he had kind of caught him in the act, it must have been Victor who is eventually at play here. But to me, that is a hell of a fucking leap to make when it comes to life and death. You know, I mean, if he had been given some type of insight by the wizard, or if we didn't even have to hear it, if we could have just like Jason, yeah, I get it. No, what? I get it. Like, oh, okay, so he's hearing shit that we're not hearing, or he's getting instructions or feeling something or seeing something that we're not seeing. I'm more akin to buy into it. And if they show us in flashback, that's cool and everything. But to me right now, it just looks like an unstable Jace was thrust back in time, and he made a huge logical leap as to this must be the destruction of Piltover. I will stop it by killing everybody who touches this shit. It seems, you know, I mean, when you take out Victor by killing him in episode 6, setting into events, all those things that had happened, you know, it to me, I mean, and again, I could be completely naive in thinking, oh, the Arcane is just like allowing Victor to help these people. But Victor and Sky seemed to be on the up and up. You know, we didn't get any kind of glimpses of maliciousness or like, some type of bent that was beyond what they were stating it was. I mean, they were in it to win it with Vander. I mean, they worked their asses off to bring him back. And you don't do that, you know, unless, I mean, he said his vision of Zahn was worth saving. His vision of Zahn is where fucking Echo was. So my whole thing is this: if Victor was enamored and thought, my God, this is worth everything to bring Vander back because of his vision of Zahn, that must be something that Victor would believe is the apex of where Zahn needed to be, which is where fucking Echo was. So my whole thing is, if Victor had been allowed to live, could he have eventually spread his idea throughout the lanes and maybe even Piltover itself and created what we saw in Echo's world? Or is he the catalyst that causes the destruction? I mean, they're kind of giving us the idea that they want us to think that Jace is unhinged, but is Victor really, was he really the fuse? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I trying to even like discuss this thing is just amazing. And with a show like this, I bet you the creatives, they had to have been terrified that they weren't going to stick the landing. And I have every conceivable faith in the creatives that they were absolutely going to do it. You don't put this much time in the process of storytelling, this much time into the preparation of the storytelling, the visuals, the music, all of these things going together, the storyboarding, making sure that right now, after this moment of mania and absolute tragedy that we saw in episode 6, now you show us perfection. You know, but these creatives aren't going to give us a whole episode of what could have been. They're going to give us an episode of what could have been and what will be, or at least that's what they want us to think. So they two sides of every coin, you know, the beauty and the fucking death of everything. And so it's an amazing testament to the just the absolute idea of telling a tale around a campfire, one that makes everybody return to that very same campfire each and every fucking night. Unreal. It's just the absolute best. I said it during the reaction, and I mean it outside of the reaction. This is absolutely one of the best stories I've ever seen. Absolutely, hands down, the best presented and told tale that I have seen in an age. That includes The Expanse, and it's tied with me. I never fucking thought I'd say something like that. But it is, to me, as good as The Expanse, which is absolutely unreal for serialized, tale telling. Friends, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Helps me out, but what helps me out more is if you'll join me for the last 2 episodes so I can be surrounded by friends and not feel alone whenever we go into what I'm sure is going to be, at the very least, an emotional roller coaster, and at the very worst, an emotional execution. All right, friends, it's time for us to say goodbye. So where should we say goodbye from? Friends, we're going to say goodbye from a place that Echo should have never left, where we look around and we see Benzo and Clagger and Milo, and everybody's happy and working towards a betterment of Zahn and Piltover and the world entire. And you know what? Selfishly, friends, that's where we're going to stay. Until such time as we have to finish this tale and see how they stick this landing. Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.